It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years, and our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Will Lutz, well, he used to do this for the Saints. Now sending it away to them as we're off in New Orleans. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Carr starting with a throw. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They go play action with Carr. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air. Carr. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Blake Grupe to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Willie Gay there on the tackle. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, You really break the backs of the defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Working quickly here. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Nix with it on 1st. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Fits it through the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Now Nix on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. They'll throw again. Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Nix from the gun. Complete to Mims. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
What now? That's it.
Carr off the play fake. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 3. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, Young Enrique, speaking at AKA, she's an alpha.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Monday, down. Where's it at?
Working out of the gun. It's Carr. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Running left. This is Kamara. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. him down right along the 30. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night.
Score, Broncos 10, Saints.
We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
What now?
Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Now! Express! What's it hot?
They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Monday, down! Comes up!
Carr here from the gun. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a second quarter lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints take a 4-point lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Chase Young bringing him down there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense up to the line fast. On third down, here's Nix. That's caught for the first. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap to Nix. Towards Sutton, and it's intercepted. Colson Adebo's got it. And the Saints take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. He's on the move. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the shotgun, Carr finds a seam down the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Carr with it on first. He finds Johnson. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Down! 180! Monday down!
Throwing again, it's Carr. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Penalty not helping their cause for this third down.
What down? That's it. 93. 93.
Carr escapes the pocket, and that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
A 54-yard attempt.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds Mims. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Here's Nix. Throw left side, complete. And they bring him down around the 34. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 34. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They bring Sutton in motion left. Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. From 37 yards in the right hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half.
What's up? What's up?
Carr now on 1st and 10. He puts some juice on a deep into a crowd, and intercepted. That's P.J. Locke. And the Broncos will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Nix with it on 1st. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. comes the final play of our first half. They motion the tight end over. Looking to throw. Kamara's got it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
To kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. Return's looking good so far. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
They've got first down from the 31. They send a tight end in motion. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Complete over the middle. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Nix from the gun. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. Oh, and they get it back, the play's still live. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed, and got him the ball back.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Sending a receiver left. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts.
By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A pickup there of 33 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down. Nick's looking to throw. And they pick him off again. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Give on 2nd to Kamara. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. What's up? That's it.
Kamara running out of the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Right down. What's up?
They go play action with Carr. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Complete to Mims. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Give to Williams from the gun. Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Caught near the pylon. And he pushes all the way to the goal line, but gonna be out at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Williams can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They'll look to run with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss. We've reached the end. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
So here come the Broncos. Big spot now as they try for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Oh, they're trying it with a toss, right side. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Now!
Now they send their back in motion right. Throwing on 1st down. It's Carr. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
They run it from the gun with Kamara. Still finding room past the 45. Alvin Kamara! And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. They'll run with Kamara. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Taken in by Shaheed. It's a New Orleans touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
So here are the Saints facing a consequential two-point attempt. They give it to the back on the zone read. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Well, you told me this before, Brock. That decision, all about the math right there. 2-point lead doesn't do them much good. They wanted the field goal difference, but instead, lead stays at 1.
Yeah, it's about math and it's about time because we're in the final frame of this game. Unless we go to overtime, and I don't think you and I would mind that too much.
Nope.
Now it's all about getting a stop here, and their defense has no margin for error. Got to keep them out of field goal range now.
At their own 24-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Check, go.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Trying for the deep ball. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Gain of 22 yards.
They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Ready, ready.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Here we go. Here we go.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Throwing here, Nix. He puts some power on a deep one. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. Williams fields the pitch. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Pressure coming for Nix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Intercepted in the end zone. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Now. 180. Blue 80.
Running behind center with Kamara. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
What now? Where's it hot?
Carr here from the gun. On target to Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. Play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They've got a man in motion. Carr off the play fake. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints holding just a 1-point advantage. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Down. Where's it hot?
Looking to throw. Gets this one to Shaheed. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Broke through the tackle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Broncos get set to take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Here he is to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. He'll look to throw it. Try and push it deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. That one's complete, right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Setting up to pass. Finds him on the crossing route. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 rings.
Man in motion here. Nix with it on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's go.
Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Williams goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. It's 2nd and goal. They try again with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss. Now we get a timeout, and with just 2 seconds left, this game has set us up with an incredible ending. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. An entire game coming down to the leg of Will Lutz. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And his kick is blocked. Now he's got it inside the 15. So it's a win for the Saints. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.